Guys, another day, more snakes out of the incubator again. As you guys saw a couple videos ago, I cut some eggs. That clutch had failed and hatched, but this time we've got 8 successful eggs. And look at the odds, guys. All of these are the hatched eggs from all of our ball pythons who are healthy. And they've all hatched out of their eggs on their own. The other day, I took these eggs at day 56 and I snipped them and I saw what was inside, but now that everything's hatched out, let's take a look what we got. Starting here, we got some normal ball pythons, which will have the standard ball python pattern, as you guys know. This is the Mojave ball python right here. And last but not least, this is one of the snakes that got me actually into ball pythons. And look at this. My favorite snake of all time, the all-white, blue-eyed leucistic ball python. Take a look at this. I hatched 3 of these babies, and all 3 of these may stay with me if they're lucky. I can't wait till these guys shed out so we can see their official color, but these snakes will never change. Look, all white with these blue eyes. Let's see. You want to bite? No? Yes, maybe? Oh no, they're good. So they may stay here. But look at this, guys. Super excited about all of these snakes that we have here. All these snakes are healthy. After they get their first shed, we're going to give them their first meal. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of all of these empty eggs, because after a while they dry up and they start to stink. But how exciting is this, guys? My second clutch of the year after the catastrophe that happened with the other ones. I hatched 3 of the animals that I was attempting to hatch. So out of its siblings, these 3 are the snake that I was looking for. The other snakes are gonna go to good homes as well, but at least one of these is staying with me, guys. We have these bins set up, but the best thing to do when all these snakes, before they get their first shed, is set them up together. A lot of people separate them and one snake does better than the other, but they can assist each other in shedding. So I'm gonna set them all up in one container in this rack system, make the paper towel just barely damp, and they're all gonna go in this enclosure together. So I'm just doing a couple of things to make sure these snakes are good, but in the meantime, how exciting is it that after the last failure in the first clutch that I had, I get these odds. All these snakes are perfectly healthy. Now the next challenge is just to get them on food. You know, young snakes, the first meal is usually the hardest, but once you get them to start eating, most of the time they never stop. So the thing that we're going to do here is really take our time with each one of these snakes after they get their first shed out, and we're going to make sure that they're all eating and healthy. But now that we're done with this perlite that had all of their, this is all, as you guys can see, this is all dirty from all of their yolk and birthing fluids. So we're going to dump this out and get a new clean bin. So guys, these are the only 3 clutches I got for the year. The first one that failed, I got the clutch with the blue-eyed leucistics, and last but not least, I had only 3 eggs that are due to hatch in a few days from my banana to my black pastel. So those would be some pretty snakes hatching. But guys, the clutch that I was really looking forward to the most was that one right there. And how lucky am I to get 3 blue-eyed leucistics out of that one. So guys, this is how they're going to be set up for the next few days. They'll be able to drink water off the walls. I'll come in here, make sure it's moist, and spray it down. All the snakes are going to shed out within a couple of days. But guys, I'm honestly at a loss for words. How exciting is it to have 7 healthy ball pythons, all going to go to great homes. And you know, just one's going to stay here so you guys get to know one. And I'll let you guys know which one I'm actually going to keep after I get all the snakes, after I sex them all, and they're all good and on food, and once the other ones go to good homes, one is going to stay here with us. These are the parents of that snake. If you guys know anything about ball python genetics, this is the mother to those snakes. So some of her babies are going to look like her. And this is the father here. And you guys may ask me, how or why. I have no idea what happens with the genetics, but these snakes have some type of, something happens within the genetics when these two snake genes cross. So in some way, those two genes, only a few specific genes crossed together can make that snake without any birth defects. And it's just so crazy how genetics and DNA works, because how can two snakes of color make a white snake? Let me know in the comments if you guys know the complete answer. I would love to get a scientific explanation of genetics, but all I know is all of the snakes are healthy. They're all doing well. How exciting is that? Have you guys noticed anything different about where I am? The black dragon is no longer in here. This is the new snake room. So everything, ball pythons and boas, is going to be in here for now until the boas get their exhibit enclosures. But all of the racks have moved up here. So anything that's a rack system, or the ball pythons or eggs incubating, they're all in the same room, so we don't have to move up and down. Everything is here in one space, and it just looks so much better and so much cleaner. The humidity is going to be higher in this room, so that none of my snakes have trouble shedding. And it's just honestly easier to maintain all in the same space. The leopard geckos have actually made their way up here as well. We're still kind of moving things around, so the leopard gecko rack is right here behind. And yes, I can still maintenance them. I just have to take this rack down before I do that. But I'm going to find a good space for the leopard geckos to go here soon once I clean out the back frog room. But guys, how does this look? How does it look in here? What do you guys think? This whole back wall is all now my ball python collection. Eggs incubating here. Super excited about that change. And guys, the basement is going to turn into something that I've always dreamed of having, and I'm going to keep expanding from there. That gives me opportunity to build bigger enclosures, more animals, bigger animals, crazier animals, more exotic things. But in here, this is work. This is business. This is my first love, my first passion. But I love exhibiting and educating. So this is going to be the breeding facility where we're going to put back into the community, and downstairs is going to be our exhibits, our big enclosures, and this is where we're going to educate. So this is business. Downstairs is going to be education, and in another video you guys will see what we're doing down there, but stay tuned for that. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. But I did hatch 3 pure white ball pythons for the first time ever, my second ball python clutch. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time. Peace.